Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Rick White from 180 Biz, and this is my Just One Thing. We're a training and coaching company for the independent automobile and truck repair shops. What are we going to talk about today? We're talking about clouds. What I'm talking about is you have clouds that affect your vision and your judgment every single day, and you're not even aware of them. And those clouds are hope and fear. Right? Think about this. Fear keeps you from seeing the possibility in a struggle. Hope keeps you from seeing the struggle and a possibility. Write that down today because that's a Rickism right there. Fear keeps you from seeing the possibility. Hope keeps you from seeing the struggle. So, but I want you to step back and think about this, okay? Let's think about an example of where fear keeps you from doing something that could be really amazing, right? Fear is when you're looking at a potential situation that has, some upside, but with every upside, with every opportunity, there's always the possibility of something going backwards. Yes. What I want you to be able to do is recognize, hey, this is an issue because that fear keeps you from taking action. That fear keeps you from moving forward. And because of that, right? Because of that, you miss out on opportunity, right? Because you didn't see the possibility beyond the struggle. Okay. Now, on the flip side, hope is just as blinding. Why do I say that? How many of you have heard of a story where somebody signs up with a business partner or they make a deal with somebody that they're going to take over somebody's shop? I was just reading this morning and they got all this stuff and they worked for a year in the shop and then had the rug pulled from underneath their feet. See, hope doesn't allow us to see the downside or the issues that we should prepare for in order to move forward. Okay? So I hope this is making sense to you. Where's another thing where hope, right? Where you got hope in a situation like, oh, here's one. How about a fleet account comes to you? Fleet comes to you. I got 40 vehicles. I want you to do all their work. And you're thinking, holy crap, that's amazing. I'd love to do that. And then you get started and you do all this work on the vehicle and then find out they don't pay their bills. See, you got to understand that both of these blind you. You got hope on one end, you got a fear on the other end. So, what do you do about it? Number one, first thing you got to do about this is be aware. Okay. You got to be aware of what your tendency is. Okay. You tend to lean one way or the other. You tend to be more fear focused or you tend to be more hope focused. I am more hope focused. Okay. As a rule, I'm ready to jump. I'm ready to jump. Brenda's grabbing me all the time and going, you might want to look a little bit more. So for me, I'm very hope focused. I see all the potential. I sometimes miss the downside. Okay. Brenda, on the other hand, I think is the other way, right? Where sometimes we pull she pulls back. Not all the time, right? And sometimes I do too. Okay. Sometimes I do that as well, where I'm afraid of maybe what happens if this happens? What happens if this happens? I never see the potential. The reality is hope and fear cloud our judgment. They blind us. So what do you do about it? Number one, be aware. Okay, second thing you got to do. What's like if this is a spectrum, fears on one side, hopes on the other side, what's the thing right here? Right? What's the thing right here in the middle? It's curiosity. Right? Curiosity where you're asking questions instead of making assumptions. By the way, fear and hope are a form of assumption. You're assuming something's going to go bad or something's going to go really, really well, right? And okay, so you're going to ask the questions instead of making assumptions. You're going to gather information objectively without having a bias towards one outcome or another. You're just going to stay neutral to it. Could be good, could be bad, don't know. That way, there you're open to possibilities. Now, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Are you ready? When you're in a situation and you feel like either you're ready to jump or you're afraid to jump, want you to ask yourself these questions. Number one, what am I feeling? Second thing, what am I focused on? See, you're going to have feelings, but they're created by a focus. So you're not only focused on something, you're focused on something happening. So understand that, right? And then the third question I want you to ask yourself is, what am I missing? What am I missing? That is going to allow you to step back and kind of look at it from a different perspective. So you're not quite like in the battle. Okay. The what am I missing is almost like playing chess. I don't know who's a chess player in here, but you move a chess or a checker piece and you keep your finger on it and you're looking around and you're looking around and you're looking around. That's the what am I missing question. Okay. Just see it. Okay. Then I want you to just use your third brain, right? We talked about that a little bit ago, where we're going to ask ourselves, what do I think about this? We're going to ask ourselves, how do I feel about this? And then our third brain is going to put those two together. Okay. Now, by going through and doing this, you're going to start to see more opportunities than you've been seeing, and you're going to be able to go into them more open-minded. Okay. And here's the thing. Please listen. When you don't attach an outcome to something, it allows you to stay curious, because best case and worst case thinking, they limit your possibilities. It's either this or this, and it blinds you. If this video this morning makes sense to you, please share it. There are people out there afraid to take the next step. And there are some people just making failure after failure because they're not seeing everything. Okay. Now, does this guarantee you're going to win every single time? Yes. Do you know why? Because you're either going to win or you're going to be given an opportunity to learn. And that's amazing. That's what I want for you. Not every deal you ever do is going to work. That's okay. But what you want to be able to do is step back and learn from it so that you can become a better version of yourself, both at home and in business. Okay. So, what do I want you to do? I want you to stay curious, and I want you to win the day. All right. Win the week. So, please share this video. Shop Owners Roundtable, second Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. Eastern. Please share this with your friends. Absolutely free. No sales process to it whatsoever. And we are just here to help and serve. Everybody, that's the timer. Have a great week and go make some money. We'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.